Hello, this is the video describing how the iSMM works, and in particular the coding. So first thing we're going to do is look at the website, the Ostrowski on Quantities website, and this is the address. This is what it looks like. It has all the introduction items, the free videos, all the movies on NRM1 and 2, and the American movies about RS means, and various other things concerning teaching and courses. And there's a website here, a blog site in queries and comments, and there's also a dedicated email address in contacts which enable you to ask me questions directly. So that is the website, but what we're looking at is what is the significant elements of the coding. And that starts with the fact that it's screen-based, that it's an Excel spreadsheet, that we have works measured where it's located, that is by elements, so that concrete in the roof and concrete in the frame are separated and stay in those sections and are not amalgamated together into one great big pile of concrete. For example, the coding is what we're particularly looking at, and it's got a unique set of numbers which we'll look at now. This means that this SMM, this iSMM, can be used without amendment at the estimate stage, target costing, BQ, the final account, and the whole life stages of the project, so that there's no need for different types of standard method for different stages of the contract. The coding itself looks like this. You can see the first element is the location, and it's an element number 1, and we have the superstructure, and we're in the external works shell and core, and we're in section number 5 in the frame, and we're talking about the second section now, which is all about the specification, which is concrete and the various grades and strengths. The next items are all about the specification. The material, items 05 to 19, there's a large number of codes available for concrete specification that is ready mixed, and we're talking about the beams, so we've got 4 different codes for different beams, and a more detailed description if it's available. In this case we're talking about the pumping. And for section 6, it's more elaborate details if they're available, and there are none available at this stage, so the code for this is 00. And finally we've got the unit that we're measuring in, which is meters cubed. So that's our standard method for the coding. This is what it looks like in detail. Here is item 05 in section number 1, the element. Here is section 09 and 05 for ready mixed concrete, and 040 for the beams, and 15 for the pumping, and 00 because there are no further details. They come together something like that, and the actual nomenclature is 05.09.05.40.15.00, and the dots enable the array of numbers to be seen a little bit more easily rather than the whole group of individual digits. So that brings the example up on the master measurement. Here it is, 09.12.02.01.05.00. We're talking about item number 25 in the master schedule, 125. There's the code, there's the element that we're talking about. Here's the description, precast concrete panels, with the calculations as appropriate in this column, the length, width and depth, and the unit that we're measuring in, which should be square meters, and we're talking about 1100 square meters and a price and a value. and then it goes on through the measurement with the same coding for the precast concrete panel, but a new coding for the curtain walling and a new coding for the site erection, and then the curtain walling is the same in this case in the conference hall, so we've got the same coding, and so it goes through to the end. And that brings to a conclusion the review of how the coding works. If you go to the website here, our structural quantities, you can see a dedicated email address for further queries, and also a blog site for any dialogue that you want to raise concerning these items. I hope that was helpful, and thank you.